Shekinah. Oh, oh, Shekinah. Oh, Shekinah. Oh, oh, Shekinah. Shekinah!
New season, meet the cast, starting with me, Shekinah, and my boy toy, Sharpie. We're like the most hated, most famous couple on 90 Day Fiancé.
Today is the biggest day of my life.
Our life.
Our life.
I mean, has he already forgotten that he came here to be with me? He's coming here for me? He is not about to make this about him. Eyes up here, please.
Today, I am going to embassy for interview. Oh my gosh, I am so scared, Shekinah!
Our whole future depends on this, so I really hope it goes well.
Don't say it like this, I become more nervous.
Sarper has just been counting and recounting all of his documents. It's the only thing that makes him feel any better. You guys, I was even dressing up for him to make him feel better, and he didn't even care. Whatever, as long as he doesn't try flirting with the immigration people, I don't care.
Don't try to charm them either. They can see right through that.
Stay there like a candle.
Please don't do that either. It's weird.
Shekinah, get off my back. I will meet you at 11:30 on the dot. I will be counting the seconds.
This has become such a big, stressful situation.
There is so much writing on this, you guys. I wish I could just flap my eyelashes and fly away, but I can't.
I have worried every single day that Sarper would back out of this because he's been so on the fence.
He has been trying to talk me into staying in Turkey up until today. If he doesn't get approved, we probably can't be together. So Shalipa walks the streets of Turkey looking for the perfect gift for Sharpie's parents, who have no idea he's at this interview. Shekinah knows this is going to be really hard on Sharpie if he's approved because he is so close to his parents.
Even if he gets approved, I am still afraid he could back out, because he could.
Shekinah sits and waits for him. It's taking way too long. Then he appears, sauntering towards Shekinah, a look of dread upon his face.
Are you okay?
Moving on. Welcome to Wyoming. We're in the city of Torrington, the poop capital of America.
Torrington has the most poop in the whole entire USA.
Well, isn't that charming? Meet Jessica, a mother of 2 rowdy boys and her newest baby boy. As you can see, they live in the middle of Redneckville and spend lots of time shoveling crap.
Who is 5 months. His smile melts anyone's heart.
Ah, yes, as you can see, her baby is a spitting image of his Colombian father, Juan. This is not their first time on 90 Day Fiancé, but I'm gonna pretend it is.
Being a boy mom can be a little crazy at times.
Oh!
Jessica met Juan when she booked a couple's cruise with her husband and their friends. When it came time to go on the trip, her and her husband had broken up, but she still went on the cruise.
And this cute bartender came up to us asking what kind of drinks we wanted.
Oh, it's the classic love story of an American woman falling in love with some guy working at a resort. He was so sweet and caring. He kept asking me if I needed a refill in my drink or like if I needed more towels or something. I wish you could have seen the way that he looked at me when he was asking for more tips.
So on my 5th trip to Colombia is when Juan proposed. Look at that ring.
A few weeks later, Jessica came back to America to learn that she was pregnant. 2 months after their first baby was born, Juan met his son and spent half the day with them before having to leave again for work. Now, I don't know how long he's been gone, and I also don't know if all 3 of the kids are his, but he is now finally moving to America. He's leaving behind a life of partying on a cruise ship to a life of shoveling cow manure.
He's used to the party life on the cruise, and this life here is about as far away that you can get from that.
Jessica is a mental health worker at a private practice. She says that she works a lot and she is expecting Juan to step up as a father and help raise the kids.
Now it's his turn to sacrifice and bend over a little bit for my job.
Jessica goes out with her co-workers to get Juan some proper cowboy gear to help him through the harsh winters. This man hasn't even seen snow before.
last year it got like -60. It freezes your ears off. It hurts so bad. Like it gives you such an earache.
Her friends are very skeptical about Juan. They don't believe he's going to stick around because Juan has already cheated on Jessica. It happened 8 months after their engagement.
I haven't cheated on you, and I won't cheat on you no matter what.
He sounds an awful lot like Johan, don't you think? Then Jessica tells us that there is something her friends don't know about Juan, and she's not very eager to tell them, so she doesn't. It's a new day, and it's time to pick up Juan.
I'm going for it.
Very magical, very lovely, very demure. But we're moving on to Stevi from Mississippi.
My name is Stevi. I'm 37 years old, and I'm a painter. I said that so Southern. Painter.
Her passion and hobby is painting naked ladies, but to pay the bills, she teaches English online, which is how she met Mahdi. Not only did she find him very handsome, but he was her best student who also had the worst connection.
It was rough. It was so rough.
Her smile reminds me a little bit of Danielle. Is anyone else seeing that? So anywho, once the English lessons were over, he added her on social media, and that's when she realized, oh, he's not this shy guy. He's actually really full of himself.
Look at this guy. Like, I would never date someone like this. So I'm totally eating my words right now.
He kept reaching out to her, wanting to talk to her, and the feeling kept developing, so they decided to meet in person. However, there were wars going on, so she couldn't go to Iran. They ended up meeting in Turkey, where he proposed after 1 week. It took a year for the visa to be approved, but it finally did, and now he's on his way to America!
My dad does not know about Mahdi.
On the phone call with her daddy, she's telling him she's getting ready to leave, which I thought was kind of weird because she's an adult. But then we learn she's actually on her way to his house so he can change her oil and fix up her car.
Now I'm on the way to get it all out and tell him.
Oh boy, I can tell this season is going to be so exciting. She's terrified to tell her father because not long ago, he was diagnosed with a lung disease. What if this news sends him over the edge?
He's from Iran.
They hate Americans, you know that, huh?
This all looked very scripted. The storyline of her proud American father who's not gonna like the guy from Iran. How original.
It's going to be a shock. I mean, it's going to be a lot of differences going on.
He better treat my daughter right. Then she tells him that Mahdi will be here tomorrow and they will have 90 days to decide if they want to get married.
Didn't just get out of marriage.
We didn't know that. How long has she been divorced? How long were they married? Very interesting. So Dad's main concern is that this guy is going to come in and ruin her life and treat her like garbage, but she reassures him he has no interest in making her wear a hijab.
Make you wear a jihad and not drive or do
not
anything?
at all. No,
Huh?
he's not.
And yes, Dad did say jihad, okay? It wasn't on purpose, chill out. Stevi tells us that this is a huge deal for Mahdi because someone coming from Iran will most likely never be able to return. Moving on.
I'm Mark, I'm 58, and I live in West Ossipee, New Hampshire.
Mark enjoys flying his private airplane that he keeps in his private hangar inside of his private house.
I can't say any specific names because it's private. The lawyers will be coming out of the woodwork after me.
One day he decided to unwind. He would fly to Paris for a drink. That's exactly what he did, and what do you know? He met himself a French baddie.
There was Mina, and we kind of locked eyes. I don't know why she was staring at me because...
I might have been wearing 3 Rolexes, but I doubt that she noticed.
She's 35. I'm 58.
But guys, my private airplane has nothing to do with her attraction to me. Age is just a number, and she only cares about the number in my bank account, so back off.
I don't know. We'll see.
How could she not fall in love with him at first sight? I haven't felt this aroused since I was giving birth. Speaking of giving birth.
So then, 6 months after we're engaged, she tells me she's pregnant.
His baby girl Maria was born in Paris, and since then his life has been crazy, traveling all over the world, sometimes gone for 3 weeks at a time. So now he's in Florida because there's lots of awesome private planes there. But also don't forget, that's where his daughter lives. She's not too thrilled about this engagement and is worried that the pregnancy was only to trap her dad.
My brother and I went to Paris to meet Mina and for Maria, the baby's baptism.
She tells us that she traveled to Paris with her brother. The baptism was super over the top with multiple open bars, catered dinners, cocktail hour, and then his fiance showed up 4 hours late. Her dad's entire family has a bad taste in their mouth about his fiance.
Be taking advantage of him, could be going after his money, could just be trying to come to the US. I really don't know.
She tells her dad that when she was in Paris with her brother, it felt like neither one of them even existed. And he's like, well, what do you mean? Was it something that I did?
I appreciate you telling me that because I don't want you to feel like that when they come to the U.S.
Dad is cooked. She's got him whipped already. The daughter tells him it's pretty obvious his fiance has made zero effort trying to build a relationship with her or her brother. Dad tells us that he's surprised hearing this. He wasn't aware that she's been holding back all of these feelings, and he really cares about his daughter. But now he's engaged. He has a baby. He's promised this woman marriage. Shouldn't that take priority? The daughter tells us she's worried about her dad because everyone else is seeing something very different than what he sees. She's worried this lady is going to essentially steal all of his wealth, and instead of dad trying to reassure his daughter that he's keeping his eyes peeled, he says this.
We're thinking about having another baby.
Hello, darkness, my old friend, because a vision softly. Wow, Dad, that blows. I was skeptical about the first kid, but I accepted it. However, this is not acceptable. I don't think that I can handle it.
I'm pretty hesitant about you guys having another kid.
I understand her point of view. I get it. I think all of us can. But you can't tell your dad if he can or can't have more kids. He's a grown man.
Are you comfortable getting a prenup?
Yeah, that's a big fat no. He isn't gonna do anything to piss her off. We haven't met her yet, but I have a feeling she's gonna be a little bit like Jasmine with a fiery temper. Mark tells us that after divorcing his first wife, he started dating another woman younger than himself. He was in the process of finalizing his divorce, so he brought a prenup to her and she completely freaked out. This is preventing him from saying anything about a prenup to his fiance.
I'm gonna make the choices that fit Mina and Maria and me and our family right now.
Even though it oh my gosh, how long has my lipstick looked like that? Even though it definitely looks like he's being taken advantage of, I do think it's now his responsibility to take care of his baby and also make sure the mother of his child is okay as well. So I do appreciate that aspect of Mark. Finally, we have these scumbags, and it's my theory that they're only on here to promote their OnlyFans, so I'm probably going to be skipping them. We do have some new couples, but we haven't met them yet. Perhaps in the next episode.
Hi, Greg.
We'll meet this new couple who still live with mom and dad. Sarper will kiss a cow, and there are tons of arguments to come. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of this video. I love you guys, but like not as much as I love Sarpy and not as much as Sharpie loves me. I know nobody really likes me that much because I'm like the most hated cast member, but whatever. Everyone's just a hater. Flap my eyelashes and fly away. But I can't.